Hello, fourth graders. Welcome to lesson 2.10, multiply two-digit numbers with regrouping. Okay, we're going to learn the regrouping method for multiplication, but first I want to refresh your memory on partial products so that we can explore some relationships between the two methods. So partial products, again, I was asking that you start in the ones and move to the greater place values. 3 times 6 is 18. 3 times 30 is 90. And then we would add the partial products, 8 and 10. So 108 is our final answer. So now we're going to do this. I'm going to change the color. 36 times 3. I'm going to show you what I mean by regrouping. 3 times 6 is 18. I am going to put the 8 from the ones place in the ones column. But this time, instead of writing 18 and then moving down to the next one, I'm going to carry the 10 over, regroup it to the tens place. And now I'm going to stay on that line and multiply 3 times 3 tens, which is 9. Plus the 110 I regrouped is 10 tens. As you can see, I got the same results. Let's do a few more of these. Okay, this time we have 22 times 8. And I'm going to do the partial products method in green first. 8 times 2 is 16. 8 times 20 is 160. Add those together. And I have 176 as my final product. Now I'm going to do the regrouping method. 8 times 2, again, is 16. I'm going to place the 6 in the ones place, but regroup the 110 to the tens place. 8 times 2 is 16, plus 1 is 17 tens. Again, we end up with the same product. So now instead of thinking of 8 times 20. I'm just thinking 8 times 2 plus 1. It's a shortcut, really. Let's do another one. Okay, 68 times 7. Partial products. 7 times 8 is 56. 7 times 60 is 420. Add those together and you get 476. Now let's try with the regrouping method. 7 times 8 is 56. Put the ones place down, carry the tens place over to the tens place. I'm multiplying 7 times 6, which is 42, and I'm going to add 5 to 42. 42 plus 5 is 47. Okay, this time I'm only going to show you the regrouping method, and you're going to take some notes so you remember how to do this. So the first thing we do is multiply the bottom factor times the ones. So we'll say we multiply the ones. 7 times 4 is 28. I'm placing the ones value in the ones place. After I do that, I'm going to regroup the tens. Wait a second, I'm going to put this in another color. I think it helps. So I placed my ones, I regrouped my tens. Then I'm going to multiply the ones times the tens. So the 1 on the bottom factor times the tens place in the top. So multiply the ones on the bottom and the top tens. And when I say ones, I mean ones place and the top tens place value. So that's what's up next. I already did the ones. I regrouped to the tens, so now I'm multiplying 7 times 3. I don't even need to think of it as 7 times 30. It's a shortcut. 7 times 3, and then I'll add the 2, the regrouped 2, which would become 7 times 3 is 21 plus 2 is 23. So make sure you include in your notes, add the regrouped tens. I'm going to show you another one right underneath. Let's do 56 times 4. I will multiply the ones. 4 times 6 is 24. I'm placing the ones in the ones place. I'm regrouping the tens. Now I'm multiplying the ones on the bottom times the tens on the top. 4 times 5 is 20. Plus 2 is 22. This, my friends, is the way your parents learned how to multiply. This is the traditional algorithm for multiplication. Now let's do some practice problems for homework. Okay, here are your practice problems for today. 42 times 4, 32 times 3, 81 times 5, 63 times 7. Now again, we want you to practice the method that you just learned, which is the place value method, the traditional multiplication algorithm. So look back at the steps if you can't remember. They're in your notes. Have fun.